And what's your name?
My name's Trisha.
Okay. And what are we talking about today, Trisha?
And today we're talking about hypnobirthing and having a doula.
Awesome. Okay. And what is hypnobirthing?
So hypnobirthing is a different approach to childbirth. It's really taking control of your body again and realizing that you can birth naturally without pain or discomfort, and it's all really through breath, the power of the mind, and learning to embrace what your body was meant to do as a female.
Awesome. Okay. So my question, not knowing what hypnobirthing is, would be, is it something that you go into a trance-like state? Does somebody bring you into a trance-like state? How does it work?
Yeah, that's such a good question, because the name hypno, when you hear the name hypnobirthing, you're thinking like, okay, am I hypnotized?
Yes.
Do I have control of my body? And the answer is yes. You are definitely not in a trance-like state. It's really just taking yourself and your being into a state of relaxation.
Okay.
Through labor, through birth, really. So you're, instead of having these pains, these contractions, you're in that relaxed state during the whole thing, and that's kind of the hypnosis part of it. But it's more like a self-hypnosis. You're not in a trance or anything like that.
Okay. So would you compare it to like a meditation?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you get to that place?
So you have to definitely train. Training, I have been taking hypnobirthing classes for about a month now with Jules, a doula, and you have to train yourself, and there's methods of breathing that you'll learn in hypnobirthing classes, and there's also a lot of information that you'll get from your instructor on how to bring yourself there. In addition to that, there's exercises that she has you do in class, there's audio tracks to listen to, and part of your homework is to go home, listen to these audio tracks nightly, and get yourself and prepare yourself into getting into these relaxed states. So once your labor comes on, you're ready to go into that relaxed state, and you can get there. So that's really what the hypnobirthing classes train you to do.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
So what first attracted you to hypnobirthing?
So it's really funny because when I was in a baby fair, and I walked past a booth that said hypnobirthing on the front of it, and I said, hypnobirthing, okay, and I walked right past it. Mm-hmm. And so then a couple months later, I was researching, as a first-time mom, you have so many questions about childbirth, like what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? And most moms are given the choice of epidural or C-section, and I thought to myself, there's got to be another option. And sure, there's natural childbirth, but that's always depicted as being painful, wanting to get it over with as soon as possible, contractions. And through one of my birthing groups, I read about hypnobirthing. One of the girls said something about hypnobirthing, and I said, well, that sounds familiar, because that baby expo I went to. But I looked into it a little bit more, and there's actually a book that's part of the textbook, that is the textbook for Jules' class. And I purchased it, and I read the first couple chapters, which is really a history of birth in, since ancient Greek times, which really described it as, this is what a woman can do without medication. Mm-hmm. And from there I was hooked. I was like, this is what's right for me. Like, I can do this. It was so empowering, and I knew from just reading the first couple of chapters of the book, like, this is what I want. This is my birth plan.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So on a day-to-day basis, what do you do to practice your hypnobirthing?
So it's really multifaceted, and there are things that are always going on in my day that surround hypnobirthing. So there's affirmations, and I write my affirmations on little cards wherever I can see them. So I work from home. So I wake up and I have an affirmation. I'll have an affirmation either by my computer desk or on my bathroom mirror, or even in my kitchen when I'm cooking dinner. I'll have like my different affirmation cards, and they can be affirmations like that, I can do this, something just super empowering, and that strikes and resembles something with resonates something with you. But then even beyond that, there's types of breathing that Jules the Doula will teach you, and you'll be wanting to practice those as often as you can throughout the day. Like I said, I work from home, so I'm always talking on the phones a lot. But when I'm driving, when I'm by myself, when I'm getting ready for bed or cooking dinner, I'm practicing my hypnobirthing breath. And there's 2 different types of breaths. And then the third thing is Jules also gives you a download of a lot of audio tracks. And what the goal is that to at least listen to one of them each day. Okay. And so the one that I listen to every night before I go to bed, it's called Letting Go. And it just is the perfect unwind to my day. It just lets you release all that stress that you've been hanging on to all day. And so those 3 things, and just really kind of thinking positively about everything, is really what I kind of do in my daily life that encompass hypnobirthing.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
And the track Letting Go, where would one find that?
You would find that at julesthedoula.com.
Okay, so it's her track.
It is her track,
okay.
Yeah. So she has this great voice, and she kind of just puts you in this great relaxed state, and I don't really know how it's a challenge staying awake through it, because it is just that effective at just zoning me out and putting me to bed.
Awesome. Okay. And how far along are you?
So I am 27 weeks.
Okay. So you said you were in classes for about a month now.
Mm-hmm.
What have you, if any, taken from the hypnobirthing so far to incorporate in your everyday?
Into my everyday, there's the breath. Mm-hmm. There's so much that we don't really attribute to breath, but breath is simply just everything. Even the way I breathe now, if I'm doing like a calm breath for an extended period of time, I will feel my baby just move so much more, because it's that oxygen that you're getting into your body. That's really great, and it's great to just take that and just kind of forget your day with it. It teaches you to cope, so you're not only getting yourself prepared for the for getting past labor, but you're also preparing yourself mentally for getting past hurdles in life in general.
Wow, very awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so if you want more information, just visit julesthedoula.com, and you can find everything you need to know about hypnobirthing. Thank you, Tricia.